All right, before we begin, let's thank our sponsors. Inspect All Pest Services, providing the highest quality termite pest and wildlife control. But that's not all. Inspect All Pest Services will take care of your insulation, pressure washing, gutter maintenance, and other home services in Metro Atlanta and the surrounding areas. InspectAllServices.com. Big thanks to the Aurora Law Firm. That'd be one Mad Dog Manny Aurora and Pew Pew. The AuroraLawFirm.com litigates all of the United States, based out of Georgia, whether it's criminal defense, white-collar crime, DUI, drug offenses, appeals, and more. That would be the Aurora Law Firm. Ridgeline Counseling, Dr. David Markwell and his therapist. 3 locations in Georgia, one across from Sprayberry High School in Sandy Plains and East Cobb. Marietta near the square in McKaysville, just outside of Blue Ridge. But the good doctor can talk to you wherever you are at with a virtual session. Schedule that today via markwelltherapy.com or email him directly, ridgelinecounseling@gmail.com. FPC Insurance, perfect for new homeowners, or if you're just looking to reshop those current insurance policies, which is never a bad idea. 5-star service, shop over 35 A-rated companies, multi-policy bundle discounts. They'll help you shop for carriers to find insurance for your house, flood, auto, motorcycle, boat, recreational vehicle, or even a personal policy. 888-308-1841. You can always get a quote online, FBCInsuranceServices.com. Alternate Power Solutions of Georgia, family owned and operated. They are a Generac generator dealer offering sales, service, installation, and repair of automatic home standby and portable generators. Never lose power again. They're the best at what they do, hands down, no doubt about it. Every customer at Alternate Power Solutions gets an upgraded warranty, free monitoring with a service contract. They offer flexible financing, semi-annual and annual service contracts for existing installations, and warranty repair. A-plus rating with the BB&B. Call or request a free home assessment. You can do that by calling 770-853-7571 or go to poweringgeorgia.com. Don't forget the discount code Bailey, my last name, Bailey, for $500 off your entire installation, servicing Georgia and Tennessee. Jayco Contracting, gutter and roofing specialist. Give Cliff Bratcher a call. Two-peer Cliff Bratcher. This is the hardest working guy in the business and the most trustworthy. 770-316-3876. He works every day of the year. Don't worry about it. He's got you. Licensed and insured roofing and gutter specialist covering all of Georgia. They are a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning, the creator of the Pink Panther, not the you know what I mean. Free gutter guards with the purchase of a roof. Satisfaction guaranteed, commercial and residential. JaycoContracting.com. And, of course, Cliff Bratcher, 770-316-3876. And Live Ozone Therapy Spa, Central Florida's first and only ozone therapy spa, also offering red light therapy, presotherapy, halo therapy, PEMF, and also chromiotherapy, plus many ozone-infused products online like the magnesium butter. You can go to liveozoneTherapySpa.com to book your appointment or to purchase any of those products. And for all 2 peers, if you use the code BS10, you get a 10% discount at checkout. All right, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, please reach out to me via thebaileyshow.com. Let's have a conversation, see how the BS podcast can help your brand. All right, let's begin.
Go ahead and leave a comment about how you deal with your children leaving home while I recover.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Our kids leaving the nest is never easy. So in order to cope, Jason and Rachel have decided to share the journey of their kids, Caleb and Ariel, or Beez as most know her. Follow the story in this podcast.
Honey, I raised the kids.
All right, there it is. Episode 49 of Honey, I Raised the Kids.
Hey, that's how old you are.
That is, yes, such a special episode. Reminding me of my age.
Yay.
The podcast about us becoming empty nesters. Thanks for being here. My name's Jason Bailey. Right there, that is my lovely wife, Rachel Guy.
Hey, y'all.
Collectively, we are known as RAEJAE.
That's our second part of our world, RAEJAE.
RAEJAE.
Yeah.
RAEJAE. You know, somebody at the poker room, you know, like when you're waiting for a table, you put your name on the list, and when they're ready to be called, they call you Jason B. Your 2-5 table is ready. Yeah. The other day it was RAEJAE. Your table is ready. I was like,
oh, that's me.
I was like, yes. I was like, is Rachel starting to play poker? What's going on? That's not.
I'm a quiet poker queen.
Private poker queen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know a lot of you were expecting us last episode, to talk about our big trip for family weekend,
Parents weekend.
To the University of Alabama to go see Ariel, go to see Beez. Obviously, we didn't do that last episode because we record these in advance, and we didn't get them until late. Didn't get them until late.
Yeah.
So you got a different episode that we recorded. I'm sure it was still amazingly great. I don't remember what it was about. But this
We
one,
were awesome.
you can get all the information. I know I've touched on it on the BS of this past week here and there, but I know you much would rather hear it from
You want to know my point of view?
Rachel's point of view than my point of view, or me talking with the fellas about our trip to the University of Alabama. So, we'll go from the beginning, just to let everybody in. Our daughter got accepted. She got a bid for AO Pi. It's Alpha Omicron Pi.
Correct.
The sorority at the University of Alabama.
Yep.
And all these sororities, and I guess fraternities too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have these
Parents weekend.
Parents weekend.
Yeah.
Which I never had. I never
Oh,
would want my mother in my fraternity house. Anyway, they do.
it's a big thing.
It's a huge thing. Like
You
the-
didn't know.
to the point where Tuscaloosa, Alabama jacks up its hotel rates.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's how big of a deal it is.
I get in trouble every time. I don't know why you put me in charge.
All right. So you want to start there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
Well, I mean, the car.
Might as well. Listen.
Do you want to start at the hotel? Or do you want to start at the car ride? I think we should start at the car
I
ride.
booked the hotel ahead of time, so probably start with the hotel.
All right. You booked the hotel.
Yeah. And it was a conversation. I said, I can book this hotel. I can book our Norm, the B-dubs that you always hate every single time.
I'm a hotel snob.
You are. But however, I said the other parents are staying at this hotel. Do you want me to book at this hotel? It's going to be this price. Or would you like me to book at this hotel? The pictures look nice. And it's going to be this price.
So let me explain
You chose.
let me explain to you guys listening how this works. All right. Tuscaloosa, Alabama is not a very big city, right?
No, there's not a whole lot.
But there are
But the school.
Yeah, the school's huge, and there are a good amount of hotels, right? There are a good amount of hotels. And they're all within like a 6-mile radius of the University of Alabama.
Yes.
2 to 3 miles can be a matter of $300 to $400.
Correct.
It really is that. So, I'm frugal.
You are.
And I'm like, I'll drive an extra
you're
2 miles
like-
for $400.
You're special frugal because then you bitch and say, I don't like this hotel. And I gave you the choice. You made the decision.
Yeah. So the B-dubs that we normally stay at, see, I'm a hotel snob. I really dislike staying at hotels that don't have lobbies, like lobbies that you walk in to go to your room.
Right.
Inside
doors.
And then that would bring me to B, which have doors facing out, like not in a lobby.
Right. Like an old school, you went to senior prom back in the day.
Cinder block walls.
You went to prom.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
Bitches everywhere.
And then doors
punch.
Doors are on the outside.
Right. So we've stayed at the B-dubs the last couple times.
Yeah. It's clean.
It's okay.
Yeah. The beds are kind of tiny.
So we decided to stay a little farther out, which is like only half a mile out.
Yeah.
Than the B-dubs.
Yeah.
Which is the B-dubs is about 5 miles from the school.
It's like, I guess so, about that.
We stayed at the Country Inn
Mm-hmm.
by Radisson.
Yeah.
So
we're excited about it.
It's like the clearance version of a Radisson, right?
Yeah, whatever.
There's a lobby, a decent lobby, nice lobby.
They had a little fireplace and everything. It was cute.
Rubbed me the wrong way when we checked in. The lady had stuffing McDonald's chicken McNuggets in her face and talking.
Was getting it.
Ugh. So we go up to the room. Room's nice. It's clean.
It is clean.
It's clean.
And the beds are bigger than B-dubs.
Right. Exactly.
It was an actual king size bed.
The biggest problem, other than the flat tire on the little luggage wheelie cart,
2 flat tires.
Yeah, it was I've maybe never slept in a bed that was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was in pain. Like I'm just getting over continuously stretching my back out. It was like sleeping on plywood.
Yeah, you had a hard time.
It was bad, because the body is not supposed to lay flat. Like when you're sleeping, you're supposed to have some type of curvature.
A little support.
So your
lumbar support.
Right. So your bed should have, that's why those, memory foam beds are good. So your body fits into it and like.
So you're actually laying flat and not like your body is all contorted.
Oh my God, this was a straight line right across. So that's the hotel we checked in. Let's talk about the drive up there though. You're fast forwarding too much. I gave you a term, I gave you a name, a condition that you have on the BS last week, and the name, you have Road Trip Tourettes.
What?
Road Trip Tourettes, where
What?
If in fact, even if you're not driving, which you very rarely do because I don't want you to drive. It's dangerous.
No, I'm not allowed to drive.
It's
not dangerous.
Dangerous.
It is you decide that you're going to take a nap, and as soon as I start driving and you fall asleep and I can't control the people and their brakes in front of me. All I can do is react to it. And then if I run over a railroad track or any kind of a baby rock in the road, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, Rachel.
Well,
just like that.
There's a little bit more to that story.
I don't think so.
If I'm sleeping and I'm only, I can't go back to sleep. It's tough for me. So if
you go back to sleep every time you say that, but then you go back to sleep.
If I'm sleeping, and you're driving my truck, and someone on the road does something that you don't like,
what do you want me to do?
Well, I want you to be a defensive driver.
I was being a defensive driver. I put on the brakes.
Yeah, but this is where you have Road Trip Tourettes, is they can't hear you yelling at them. So there's no reason to yell to wake me up when I'm in the truck.
Hear me.
They can't. Maybe I'm the first to tell you this. So let me sleep. You yelling at them does nothing.
So I just put on the brakes and be like,
Yeah.
No road rage.
No, there's no reason. Nobody can hear you but me. And all you're doing is waking me up.
Oh my God. Please sleep, princess.
Well, please sleep, princess.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. And then we'll be driving, and some of these roads are 1-lane roads and it's dark and you just kind of get, and I have a lot of conversations with myself in my own head. So I'm kind of focused. And, especially when we were coming back, it's dark. And anyway, you're just kind of in a zone, right? Everybody knows the road zone. And
but you have conversations in your head. You don't include me in your conversations.
Right, exactly. But Road Trip Tourette's over here, just out of nowhere, will say things like, there's a lot of deer out here. I wonder why. Where are the boy deers?
I do that. I have questions.
But I know the answers to those questions. I was here last week counting all the boy deer. I can tell you exactly where they're at.
No, but listen, if you included me in the conversations in your head, maybe my Road Trip Tourette's wouldn't be on friggin' high alert and just be spitting business out there.
If I get enough requests from you two peers and I have Road Trip Tourette's t-shirt, I will make one and put it in the BS merch store.
Listen, I have questions and I'm not on my phone, so I'm not zoned out or anything. I'm just observing. I'm oh, look at all the baby deer. Oh my God, there's so many deer on the side of the road. I didn't realize that Florida in this time of year, growing up in Maryland, there's a certain time of year that there's so many deer everywhere. This is what's going through my head. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know it was deer season. And then, where are all the daddy deers? These motherfuckers left all the moms and the babies on the side of the road to get hit. And then they're just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody needs to shoot that sucker.
It was a boys' night out.
I guess, clearly.
The boys are out partying while everybody's high tutus.
But see, now you have an answer. You didn't have an answer for me in the car.
So we get there and we get to the hotel. We check in. We unpack. and then we go see the Beezers.
I know.
And
you took her flowers.
Yeah, I wanted to stop and get flowers because I tried to send her flowers on Valentine's Day, but it was a thing for some reason in Tuscaloosa. I ended up sending her a bunch of stuff from Amazon and chocolates and teddy bears and stuff like that. Chocolate roses. But I bought her flowers every Valentine's Day since, she was 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to miss out. So I stopped and we got her some flowers.
Well, hold on. When we stopped, we had stopped to the hotel, unloaded, got everything ready, and then we were heading over. And I let her know we were coming over because we were going to get food. And you detoured, and it was like last minute. It was right before we're making her turn to her condo. We go the opposite direction to go to Target to get flowers. And she messages me and she's like, "What are y'all doing at Target?"
No, she said, "What are you doing at the mall?"
Oh, what are y'all?
The mall's right
the
by.
mall's right there.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing at the mall?
Creepy stalker.
Like, she just want to know what's up.
Creepy stalker girl.
Yeah, she does. She does what I do to her.
So
what you did?
So we go over and we see her. The problem, which sucks, is that I can't, and now I know this for sure, I can't spend more than 20 minutes in her condo because she's got There's freaking cats and a dog.
And a big old giant dog.
It's just too much for my allergies.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no amount of halotherapy, which is, 800 miles away, that's going to be able to help me with that.
Not in the moment. No,
not in the moment. So it sucks that we can't kind of hang out at the condo. Like it's about like 15 to 20 minutes in, my nose, it starts to tighten up and I start to feel it. And I'm like, we got to go.
Yeah.
So, we hung out for a little bit. We went on 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went on 8.
Yeah. We went and had dinner.
Uh-huh. And then the next day was
the next day.
So none of this was planned very well. Like there were supposed to be all these different things going on. And I'm just going with the flow and going where I was being told to go. But all the plans changed.
Yes,
by a minute.
They're all girls, and it was our first year, so there were we had to follow some rules. So there were some things that she was not allowed to do yet because she's not. Initiation is after spring break, so she's still a COB. She's a she's a pledge, so she's not allowed to do certain things. So we had to kind of.
She's not allowed to go to the bars.
Yeah, we had to kind of deter from certain things. Like the other parents were going out with the kids and doing these things, and we couldn't go because she wasn't allowed to.
Right. So, we did what we did. What the first day was a Friday.
Friday, yep. We went and toured her new house.
The house, not the sorority house, but the house that she's going to move into.
Yes, her new residence.
Yeah. So, that was kind of cool. It's just going to be, she's not living there by herself, of course, but.
No, she and her little girlfriends.
But
they're all sorority sisters.
But it's the first, you know what I mean? Like you guys know what I mean? It's the first place that's not a sanctioned place.
Yeah. It's a house.
It's a house, and it's nice. It's cute. It's going to be interesting how we fit her clothes into that room because it's an old house and the closet is literally a coat closet.
We're going to get real creative and call Linda.
Real creative. And the real, we're there with the other parents and we're walking around and, the guys are all like, check out the exhaust fan on the downspout on this and this. We're doing guy talk.
you all were being dads.
Yeah, we're looking at you're looking up there at that register up there. You're gonna make sure you get some old Phillips head there screwdrivers and the nut bolts and put them up there and the bang. You got to use
the Jasons were Jasoning.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we get up there. Anybody, you got one of those, right? We're gonna need a Z to put that thing back together.
Joe's like, I got one of those. Let's do it.
Right. So this realtor is walking us around. Nice enough fella, good old Southern boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, I work 7 days a week. And if you ever need me, you call me. We manage about 400 properties, but I'm supposed to have the weekends off, but I find myself working more on the weekends than any other time. But, if it's a small thing that you're going to need, then just go through the portal. But if it's a big thing like a leak or a tree has fallen, I want you to call me or text me and I'll come right over and fix that. I'm available all the time, the time.
He did say he was available all the time.
So we tried to call him the next day and he never answered because we wanted to go back in and measure stuff.
I forgot to measure so that I could measure for her little closet space.
Yeah.
And he did not answer. He was like, no, I'm good.
I have a feeling
dealing
with this realtor that's in charge of or managing Ariel's new house next year at the University of Alabama, the conversations are going to be extremely pleasant. It's the bless your heart conversation, right? Good Southern boy.
Yeah.
Sir, we got an issue. We got to get that fence fixed in the back. Mm-hmm. Like I told you guys when we met the first time, I not supposed to be working on the weekends, but I find myself working more on Saturdays and Sundays. So
especially with these girls.
Your girls are my girls. So I tell you, I will be over there and you just call well, I'm calling you now. Okay, I understand that, but I need you to call me back and I'll pick up that phone or just text me. If you can't go through the portal, then just text or call. And it'll
Monday might be good.
Like 5 weeks go by and be like, you know what? I've just been so busy with all these homes that I haven't been able to check the portal or even get to your text messages. And you said there was a tree in the living room. Is that what you said, sir?
Yes. Is that what's going to happen?
Sir, I'm starting to get mad, and it's hard for me to get mad because you're such a nice Southern fella. Bless your heart, which really means go fuck yourself.
No, what is really going to happen is Jason Bailey is going to Jason Bailey him, and he will be very attentive. It's only a matter of time.
I don't think my powers work on people like that. I think he's the kryptonite to my power. Because, sir, I understand you're getting upset, and I'd get upset too. I don't want to get upset with you.
I might have talked to him.
I think that might be more of a, ma'am, I understand that, and I'll get that done right for you quickly. I promise you.
Yeah, I have talked to him.
It's going to be like one of those things. But, it's pretty cool. There's a couple things, that needed tweaked. The fence in the back, that was real.
Mm-hmm.
There are little things in the house. I wanted to make sure all the windows locked properly, which is, by the way, if, you're an empty nester or becoming an empty nester and you're shipping your kid off to college and you find yourself, or maybe their first house, especially if it's your daughter, one thing that people fail to check, especially if you're moving into an older house, is to go through every window and make sure the locks work on every single window.
Oh, for sure. Well, it was really funny because we're all standing in the kitchen and you look at the realtor and you said, excuse me, sir, do you know the age of all of these windows? His face was like, oh, dang.
I know just about every answer to every question, but not that one.
Yep. And it was not an answer that he had. And you were like, well, I went through and checked. I can't check all these windows, but I went through and checked these windows and these locks are not locking. If I was these girls' parents, I wouldn't be very happy about that. I'm like, oh, here it comes. Let's give him the list.
Yeah. That's a big thing, because
it's important because girls that live there.
Because what do? You go and you Band-Aid it, and you go to Home Depot, and for $4 you buy one of those locks that are crap that you just put on there.
No, because what'll happen is I'll take a screwdriver and friggin' screw every single one of them suckers shut, and then they will be sad that they did not follow directions.
So that's all. We couldn't go. And there's like a guest house in the back that I guess the original idea was going to be available for us parents.
Yeah, for game days and things like that. We were going to split the cost and amongst all of us parents, but now there are
more kids.
Yeah.
More kids.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids.
5 kids. Lots of kids.
5 girls living there.
Yeah. So that they're going to have their own little spot in the back. I don't know if I buy into somebody was sick in the back there. I don't know.
It was a boy.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
That's all right.
I don't believe it. I didn't believe it then. I don't believe it now. And
yeah. That's okay.
But on that, it was cool. It's a nice little area. It's not far from school.
It's not far from where she is now, really.
Yeah, should be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the girls who's not moving in with them, her boyfriend lives next door.
Yes.
Which is good.
And he's very good at making sure the girls are okay.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's been good.
So it was Friday.
So Friday night.
Well, when did I go to the Sigma Chi house?
That was Saturday.
Was that Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Saturday.
So Friday night we had an event to go to.
Yes.
So we had to go get dressed, and we
yeah.
had dinner and then the event.
But that was the really expensive dinner.
I guess. I don't know.
The appetizer dinner.
Yes.
Yeah. So we go to this. This is kind of a neat place. The food was pretty
It was like
decent.
tapas.
That's what it was. Yeah. It was tapas and drinks, and
Mhm.
we had a bunch of
the drinks.
It was the drinks.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, these trips going up to see our daughter, University of Alabama, didn't see this one coming. They ain't cheap. Between hotels,
yeah,
between dinners, drinks,
yeah,
and of course you gotta
Drinks.
buy, the kids something
yeah,
or some things,
groceries and things.
gas, and then
Yeah.
loading up on dip, even though most of it that I bought it's expired and I
I
didn't check
can't
it.
believe you didn't check that when you bought a whole big old giant bag of it.
Like $300 with the dip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were on the dip tour.
Yeah. Well,
That
even
was the Bammer dip tour.
even some of the ones that say they're not expired, they're dry. It's gross.
Ew, how does that happen?
I have no idea. It
Oh.
sucks. It sucks. There's no
Can
way
you like put some water on it?
you can't. Well, that's how I first started dipping. My very first dip was skull long cut wintergreen in olive juice.
Ew.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
It
I mean, I
was-
can get
I
you.
got
You want
hooked.
some oil? I'll get you some. We can put
Some oil?
Yeah, so
Some
we can
oil?
put some oil in
Put
it.
some oil up in that bitch.
I'm sorry. Oil.
Oh, you have a
Oil.
stroke.
Let me-
Oh, got Bell's palsy. Oh,
no. I'm
you got some oil in
gonna
that.
say it properly. Oil.
Yeah, so we did the thing Friday night and went out, the parents and the kids, and we
so
had
we did-
drinks.
Yeah, dinner and drinks.
It was yeah. So
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
Good time for the parents to chat while the girls kind of hang.
Mm.
And then we went to the first event.
Friday night.
Yeah.
What was the first event? I forgot everything.
Oh my God, that was the friggin' the band that she loves. And there were 9 million people in there.
Band.
You don't remember we went to like some golf course place in this big old giant building?
That was Saturday night.
That was Friday night.
No, Friday night we did not do that.
Yeah, we did.
No, Saturday night is when we got all dialed up and went to
Yes.
the Drish house.
Friday night, we were dressed. You were not a Callaway dad.
No.
That was the casual dress,
Uh-huh.
bar going out dress.
God, why can't I remember this?
And we went in to the building.
What
and-
building?
I mean, it was like on a golf course. It was just we walked up we parked and then walked up a little walkway, walked through the little people for our wristbands, and then
That was the Drish house.
no, it was not. We went to 2 events.
Huh.
Literally went to 2 events. And the one that we went to on Friday night, you don't remember Beez saying, "This is the band that I always call and say and sing songs to you." That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
band that
yeah.
she knows the words to the
I just
song.
can't picture where we were at though.
Saturday night was the country band.
Yeah.
Friday night was the cover band.
Yeah, but I can't picture where we were watching the band.
It was like a little hall kind of thing.
A hall kind of thing.
Yeah,
On
I don't
golf.
know, a brick building.
I'm like,
I'm sorry, I'm not up on my Alabama real estate.
I don't remember. I mean, remember the band,
Yeah.
and I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
And
That was the night.
yeah, it was like a big barn.
Yeah.
And, I do. And there was tons of people.
Tons of people.
Tons
I
of
mean,
people.
like asses to elbows people.
That was where the guy in the truck parked like a dummy
Yes.
out the.
Yes.
Now I remember.
Oh,
I remember.
all right.
That was Friday night.
That was Friday night.
Wow. Okay. I do remember that. The music was good. There was a dad that got up on stage and did Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun. And
Mhm.
he actually did a really good job.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was pretty cool. He was probably sang in a band when he was
Probably.
younger, which
Yeah.
is pretty
still
cool.
does.
Or
Does,
still
like-
does. Yeah. He
Yeah.
had good stage presence too. I was like, that's the cool
That's
dad.
fun.
That's the cool dad. But I think Ariel is still,
She's figuring it out.
she's still figuring it out. She's
Yeah.
still trying to, I called her, right?
No.
Yeah, I called her afterwards.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, I called her. I called her when we got back.
Uh-huh.
I just want to make sure everything was okay.
Okay.
And I said, I said, I got to be honest with you. When we come up there, I just, I don't know if you know how to handle us being there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of uncomfortable. I know it is for me, at least. You come across as trying too hard.
Why?
Because of it being uncomfortable and awkward.
Oh.
And so you're over momming, which you have a tendency to do. And
I'm a mom.
Yeah, but you over mom.
I don't know how to over mom.
No, you do know how to over mom because you do it often.
Oh.
And you do it often when you're not getting what you want back. So when we go up there, you're over momming where the other moms are not, because
they just go out and hang out together and drink together.
Yeah, no, but their kids have been there longer, so they know how to kind of coexist. And I don't think Ariel knows how to coexist with us while she's in college, because she's this young lady. She's going to be 20 in May, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she still has that, like, a little bit of that mindset where it's like, oh, her parents are here. She needs to start.
Yeah, but we're the fun parents.
You got to get out of your own head for a second. You got to start thinking like a kid.
Okay.
Because a kid, especially in her situation, is still, oh, my parents are here. Oh, my parents are here. Probably more me than you, because I'm the disciplinary.
Oh, yeah.
Part of the two of us.
Yeah.
So there's things that I don't know, things that she doesn't want me to know. She's not going to be able to act her full self or around her friends if I'm around. I get it. I understand that. But nor do I want her to be honest with you. But she needs to learn how to put us over a little bit more when we're in town to her friends.
Yeah.
Be proud of us.
Sure.
Be appreciative of us.
Yeah.
Because, and I went through this too, and I think
I feel like she does it behind our backs.
I do too. I agree with that. I definitely think she does that behind her backs.
Jenna was very excited to see us.
Right.
She loves you.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think she does do it behind her backs, but she does not know how to do it when we're there.
Okay.
And that's something that she's going to learn. She will learn, and she's got to learn. But to me, it's like we go up there, and I know the time before she was like, yeah, I'm going out with my friends, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going, dude, we just drove 9 hours to come and see you. I understand. Like, you have to be an adult and say, my parents are here. I'm going to skip this because my parents are here and I'm going to do dinner, or I'll meet you later.
Yeah. Or why don't you guys come with us?
Well, but
that's when parents come up for Parents Weekend. That's what they do.
Yeah, but I'm talking about before and other times.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So she needs to learn how to
happy medium there.
How do we all need to coexist?
Yeah.
So I hope it gets better. It got better this time than it was last time.
Yeah.
The last time I got to be honest with you. Last time we were up there, I mean, I was almost miserable. I was so disappointed in the trip.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. And I was like, if it's going to be like this every time, there's no need for me to come. It's just.
Yeah, but you can't be like that because she's trying to figure stuff out. You got to give her the time to figure it out and be there.
I understand that.
Just going to show up.
I understand that, but she needs to know it too. So I called her and I told her. I called her and I said, look, I think you need to get better. And when we come up there and including us and being around us and, there's no sense for us to come up there. I mean, just for us to drive 18 hours. I mean, it's almost an entire day to come up and see you.
Was she receptive?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a good kid.
I think she knows.
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
I think she knows. Yeah, I think she knows, and I think she's trying to figure it out, which is good, and that's smart. I know Jenna stinks.
It's so bad.
One of our dogs, I mean, her butthole is just.
It's so bad right now.
It's so dangerous.
Oh my God.
Ridiculous. She's got the
doesn't even care.
She's got the diabetes.
She got the diabetes.
She's got the diabetes. And she do you know 1% of dogs have diabetes? That's crazy. We're so lucky. So she's got to take insulin in the morning and at night after food.
Yeah.
She pees constantly. Like
it's a little intense.
We spend so much money on pee pads.
Yeah.
So if anybody finds cheap extra large pee pads, send them my way.
Yeah, no joke.
I know Big Lots is going out of business, and I'm hitting them up trying to find extra large pee pads.
This is what we do with our life.
This is what that's my new collectible, or dog pee pads.
I send Jason Bailey on trips to find pee pads.
It's like I've got that hunter mentality where
Mhm.
I just want to find things. I've always had that, like when I was a kid trying to find a toy. Now it's trying to find the best deals on
pee pads.
extra large dog pee pads.
Yep.
This is 49.
I don't think that fixes her freaking butt.
No, there's nothing. I mean, I think even if we corked it, the smell would come out her ears.
It's so bad.
Or she would bleh.
Yeah, probably. It's so bad. And she's laying there and she has zero fucks.
Zero fucks.
Yeah, she didn't care.
So that was Friday, and then Saturday we did nothing during the day because
we went to Sam's Club during the day.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we went to Sam's
And
Club.
then
Do you guys know that in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, neither Sam's Club or Walmart sells tobacco products?
they lost like their license to sell it or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that's what one of the parents said.
I don't know what's going on.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
So, I remember in college, that was way cool when, my mom didn't visit often,
Mm-hmm.
but when she did
Mm-hmm.
earlier in my college, like, I don't think she ever visited me while I was at UCF, to be honest with you. She
Yeah.
might have visited once or twice. I say
Yeah.
that. She probably visited once or twice.
Yeah.
But when I was at Wingate in those early days, and again, it was like once or twice. It wasn't a lot, but we would go to the grocery store.
Yes.
And that was,
Get all the good things.
you never realized how important going to the grocery store is when you're not paying for the groceries that you need to survive.
Right.
I even remember my girlfriend at the time visiting me because I didn't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
I could go and eat in the cafeteria, and I remember her coming to visit me, and I had just one of those little small refrigerators, and she went in there and she's like, "You have nothing in here." And I had dip. That was it, like dip and some beer, because we weren't supposed to have beer in our dorms. It's a dry campus at Wingate where it was.
That's what you keep in the Frigidaire.
And she was like,
beer and dip.
I'm going to take you grocery shopping. I was like, "You're going to buy me groceries?" I was like, "This is awesome.
I love you forever.
Yeah." So we go, and
That's why you had your heart broken.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was,
That's why.
she was buying me groceries.
Oh.
So
That's why it hurt so bad.
and she was like, "Yeah, just, get whatever you want." And I got like tuna, ramen, bologna, bread, mustard,
Gross.
lemon pepper. I remember
Oh
lemon.
my
She
God.
was like, "Don't you want something of some substance?" I was like, this is good. This is good. She's like, "This is like $20 worth of groceries." Like, "You can throw some Bud Ice in there if you want." That was
Oh
it.
my God.
So
You ate like such a boy.
yeah, that's all I ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all
That's
I
what the
did.
college kids eat though.
Yeah. Beez, on the other hand, her refrigerator has got, it doesn't have anything like of substance. It just has a collection of condiments.
Yeah, they have every condiment on the planet. Well, they have every condiment on the planet, as well as like 9 jars of pickles and a couple jars of olives, like odd things. But the girls go in and they like pick, and they'll put like, they take the bottle of ranch and they go and make some pasta and put like ranch. I don't know. They like mix things, and it's
Well,
kind of gross.
I would rather go to our daughter's condo at the University of Alabama and see a collection of condiments
Yeah.
versus a collection of condoms.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm good on that
It's a
one.
good call though, right?
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. I'd rather see Hidden Valley Ranch versus Trojan Magnums.
Oh my God. That's the worst thing you've ever said.
Yeah. So,
Ew.
right.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, that's me being smart.
Yeah. Look at that.
So, Saturday was just that, really. It was,
Well, and then we went to the Sigma Chi house.
yeah. That's right. So
Yeah.
at the University of Alabama for these sorority girls, they get these group texts where they can earn what's called Greek points.
Yep. And they need the Greek points to be able to participate in events.
Right, which is pretty cool system.
Yeah. So it forces them to participate in all the things that are going on that the sororities and fraternities are doing so that they can then go to these date parties and things of that sort. So it like forces the human interaction and participation and continuously supports it.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
And so one of them was at the Sigma Chi house, and I'm a Sigma Chi.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, let's go. I mean, she brought it to our attention.
She did.
And they were doing a charity fundraiser with another sorority.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another thing that Beez is going to have to.
Oh, I know why she behaved the way that she did. I'll tell you in a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Beez didn't want to go in. I was like,
No.
well, this isn't about you. This is about me.
Yeah.
This is my house. And I knew there was something else. I knew there was, it's either a boy or a girl. There's something else.
No, it's because she was in sweatpants, her head rolled out of bed, and no makeup. She looked like she literally just rolled out of bed, and she did not want to go into the event where everybody, all the girls were all done up. Everybody was done.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think anybody was overly done. I thought she looked fine.
Well, I also thought she looked fine, but she's a 20-year-old girl.
Oh.
And she want to show up to a fraternity house with the other 20-year-old girls that are all done up, and she looks like she rolled out of bed.
Yeah. Well, so I go in there, and in true Sigma Chi fashion.
Yes, you did.
I
think it was Jason Bailey fashion, but yes.
Well, what I'm saying is I went in true Sigma Chi fashion. All those kids were complete gentlemen.
They were. Oh, yeah.
And I went in and I introduced myself, and I meet this kid. I believe his name is Justin.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually lives from here, Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Just the nicest, most intelligent kid.
Very well mannered.
And he showed me around the house, which put our house at UCF to shame. And then he kind of corners me while we're taking the tour. And of course he didn't have me go upstairs. I was like, yeah, I know you don't worry. You don't have to take me upstairs. But I said, he kind of corners me and goes, can you give me some, life advice? I was like,
oh, that was a smart question.
Yeah, I was kind of taken back.
Yeah.
I'm like, I go, what am I going to tell this kid? I wish I had some really cool line to tell him. So all I told him was, look, enjoy the moment. I asked him what year he was, and I think he's getting close to graduating soon. I said, enjoy the moment, enjoy your brothers, enjoy every little thing that you're doing, because you're going to blink, and those
you'll be 50.
Yeah, you're going to be 50, and you're going to remember and miss the little moments of sitting on that couch, playing Madden with your brothers, having, playing pool in the other room, throwing pies outside with the sorority girls, and, whatever it is, try. You can't fully enjoy every moment. I get it, but enjoy the moment as much as possible.
Be present.
Be present in the moment. And then I said a network, make sure that you're finding like-minded people as far as the business world that you're planning to go into. And he's actually getting a degree in communications.
Okay.
So
he talked to the right person.
Well, yeah, I told him what I did and all that stuff. So
very fascinated.
I really enjoy that. I'm part of a Sigma Chi forum or Facebook page group thing. I'm going to post on there.
Yeah.
How much I enjoyed visiting their house.
Yeah.
And
very good kids.
How great all the brothers were there to me. So it was very nice. Then I go outside and, I donated to the sorority's cause.
Oh my God. If you saw these kids, look, these kids, the girls were sitting at the table. They were collecting the money and giving out the tickets and the wristbands and the cups and all the things for the event. And you have to donate, or a portion of your ticket goes towards donating to buy a pie to Pi A Sigma Chi, or Pi A Pi. I don't remember what the girls were. But anyway, you walked over and you handed this girl $100 bill. And her face was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And then the boys that you had just walked out of the house with walked over, and he's like, you want a pie, a Sigma Chi? And you're like, yeah, I do. And he's like, you can pie anyone you want. You just donated $100.
There he goes, you can have 2 pies.
and then the other boy comes over and he's like, no, give him more pies. No. He can have all the pies. It was funny.
Yeah. Then they put 2 pledges, behind the booth thing,
Yeah.
and little freshman kids, and I pied them, and
Yeah.
I was like, "In Hoke, brothers," and I boom popped it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I felt good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was I don't think I've felt that old in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they were like, oh, look at this old fella coming in. Let him come on in. Let him be the old fella, Frank the Tank.
Yes. I mean, and they weren't drinking. They weren't,
No.
I didn't see any alcohol at all. I know when I was in college and the older brothers would come back, it was great. One, because, you meet an older brother and whatnot. I mean, no one made fun of them, or it was like, oh, there's the old guy hanging out. It was never like that. But we knew that they would buy beer, that they could donate $100. They could buy $100 with they could go to the liquor store and bring us back boxes of liquor, and it's not a big thing to them. To us, it's like, dude, I've got $5 on me. What do you want me to do it for? Hey, can I bum some beers tonight? I'll get you next time.
Can we pool our money together and get a case of beer?
Yeah, or a keg or something like that. I mean, that was that's where you are. I don't think the kids are like that now. They all got credit cards and make money on their own on social media, and they're all kind of
a little different
entrepreneurs in a way. So that was that. And, we didn't stay for too long. I actually kind of disappeared and left the girls to kind of fend for themselves because I was getting a tour of the house. And
it was fine.
And then Saturday night was the big dress up affair at this historic landmark house called the Drish House.
Yeah.
That was built in the 1800s.
Yep, so we went to dinner first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We went to the oyster place.
Yeah.
And it was like 7 of us.
Yes, it was us and Beez and Jenna and her 2 friends and her surrogate mom.
Yeah, really sweet woman. So sweet. So one of Ariel's roommates, we've told you about her before, Jenna. She's so cool. I love this girl so much. And she has had life hand her some really shitty cards.
And you know what? She's handled it like a fucking champ.
She has. So she lost her father some time ago.
Last year.
Yeah. And then she just recently lost her mother. And she's a good kid. She's got her head on her shoulders.
Yep.
She's beautiful, and she's sweet, and she's smart.
She's spicy.
Yeah. And she's got an old soul. She's wise beyond her years.
She has to be.
She's gonna be okay. But not that I was asking or anything, but when it came to pay the bill, she had told the waitress prior that she was paid. She gave her the credit card. Now,
without you seeing, which was really, really impressive.
Yeah,
that never happens.
If there was nobody at that table that I expected to do that, let's put it that way.
Yeah,
I was the only guy at the table, and I would pick up the tab for everybody.
Yeah, and I expected you to. I figured that would happen.
And so, we have a nice meal. The food was good, and conversation was good. Everything was good. And then the waitress comes over and goes,
hands it to her.
I said, "What are you doing?" And she goes to explain that
it doesn't matter. She looked at him and said, "I'm doing it because I am."
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. And I was like, "What do you?" I can't tell you last time a woman has bought me dinner.
Hey, I'll make you dinner every night.
Bought me dinner.
I mean, it's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to be wooed every once in a while.
You know what? You are on the wooing track right now. You are the one that is supposed to be wooing me because you are the one that put doll hairs on the dresser after we did sexy time.
Well, you know what?
Still hasn't gone away.
So I thought about that, and you should be okay with it.
Why?
Because that means I won at the poker room. At least there's money left over. Unlike my last poker room trip where there was no doll hairs to leave.
Hey,
wouldn't you rather have some kind of doll hairs?
It's appreciate the effort of you trying to get yourself out of it, but it's not going to work.
But any money's better than no money.
Good try.
Yeah.
That was a good try.
Like winning is better than losing.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
So wouldn't you rather have $39 on the table after sexy time than no $39? No?
Don't you think I'm worth more than $39?
I do, but if that's all I have, that's all
I watched you put your bankroll in the safe.
Well, yeah, but you don't get that money. You don't get that money.
Why?
You're like market value at a restaurant. You're like,
wow.
You don't know what the lobster costs. It's just market price.
Oh.
So at the time you would be $39.
I think you need to do better at wooing. Probably work on it.
I bought a book, How to Woo.
Yeah. I think you probably need to study real hard.
By Kim Woo. It's How to Woo by Kim Woo.
Oh, it's not wooking.
That's funny. Oh, that's good. Do I have an applause? I got an applause for you. You get an applause. That's funny.
Thanks.
It's not wooking. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So the Drish house, we all got dressed up, and they had this. It was a beautiful event, beautiful house, and they had this. I mean, these sororities, they spend some cash on these parties.
Yeah,
like our parties when I was in school, Sigma Chi at UCF, our parties were Visqueen and spray paint. We didn't even have, I don't think, a DJ, to be honest with you. It was like just somebody make a mixtape or something like that, a playlist.
They had a country band.
They have bands playing at these things.
Yeah. And bar set up and like a whole tent outside. So it was because it was cold and like ridiculous cold. And they had food trucks outside and like decorated. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like somebody was doing a wedding reception there.
Yeah. It was good. And the band was good. This country guy, Carson something.
Carson Wu.
No, but he looked country. He sang country.
He did.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. And it was great. Again, lots of people, but you could wander. And it was very chilly over the week when we were up there. So
it was freezing. Yeah,
it was freezing. So it was kind of nice, when you're all these people and you can walk out and cool off.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice. But none of these events lasted till like 2 a.m. Frank the Tank didn't come out.
No,
there wasn't beer chugging. These parties were nothing like I thought they were going to be.
So next time, just so you're aware, because she was not allowed to do that this time. So next time, when all of the parents and the girls leave early, the events early, that's where they were going, was to the bars. And the reason why some of the parents were not drinking as much the second night is because they got blasted Friday night at the bars with the kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that stuff happens after these events. They all go out with the kids to their places, to like the bars and everything. And Beez is just not allowed to do that yet.
Gotcha.
So Frank the Tank, pause. He may make an appearance next time, because then she'll have been initiated and it no longer has rules.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So she has to follow the rules this time.
So pause on Frank the Tank.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Gotta wait.
Put the snake in the cage.
I don't think that's how we want to say that.
No? Well, you know what I mean.
It sounds a little dirty.
Yeah. Just hit
probably
pause on the remote.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Better than the snake in the cage.
Correct.
Gotcha. But that was from the movie. You know what
I mean,
yeah.
Snake in the
72
cage
hours
with
snake in the
college
cage.
Girls.
Wow.
Nope. Not gonna go with that one.
Do you ever think this?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know. I'm getting ready to ask you.
Tell me. Are you gonna let me in on your thoughts?
Yeah. Do you ever think that like Beez's friends go to her and go, God, your dad's really attractive for an older man?
No.
Damn.
Sorry.
I want it to be like that salt and pepper guy where it's like, your dad's cool. I'm not saying like dirty, but you know what I mean? Just like, wow. And I don't even want for an older guy, but like your dad, He's young.
So maybe next time,
Shave the goatee.
shave the goatee. But no, listen, maybe next time, since she doesn't have the rules and everybody can go out, then it'll be a different instance, because then they will all be drunk college girls, and probably, yeah.
So I'm only attractive when people are drunk.
No, I'm just saying that they're not going to be like, oh my God, your dad's hot, when they're all with their parents.
God, Jenna, Jesus.
When they're all with their parents and being proper.
Or snort some lines on the bar.
Wow.
Right?
No, we don't do drugs.
I know, but this would be a good time to start. That would be impressive.
This is what we're doing in our second chapter.
You know
what, Beez? Let me show you how this is done.
Look, first part of my life, I was pretty good. I partied a lot, but I never partied hard like that.
No. And the
I'm
girls
partying hard like that.
No, why?
I'm doing heroin. I'm doing coke.
No, you're not.
Fentanyl.
Shut up. Oh my God, you're so stupid.
Doing all that stuff.
Nope. We're not
Fentanyl
doing
fruit smoothies.
All right.
That's what we're doing.
All right. Well, can we plan this out? What's your life insurance policy?
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
All right, can we bump that up before you start this new life journey?
Sure.
Thanks.
Not
Appreciate
a problem.
you.
I don't think you can get anything if I overdose some fentanyl. I think drugs are out of it.
Well, not if it was by accident. If somebody else did it to you.
Oh, that's sweet. Any fentanyl dealers dealing to her, let me know, please. Give me a heads up. I'll give you a BS t-shirt.
That might be murder.
So then we got up Sunday, and the last day before we drove back, which, we didn't get out of Tuscaloosa till 2:00 Tuscaloosa time.
Yep.
Or no, 1
o'clock.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock our time.
Here, yeah.
Was a nice brunch at the sorority house.
Yeah, you got to see Beez's house.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Beautiful house. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. And the girls that are in the sorority, the house mom, even the parents, I was observing a lot of the parents. Most of them look a lot older than us.
Or all of them looked a lot older than us. Yes.
Yeah. I felt like they were looking at us like
younger.
we were weird,
like we might be kids.
Yeah, I was yes sirring to everybody.
Yeah. So I'm definitely younger than like 98%.
Oh yeah, you're definitely
of all of them. I'd even go as hard as 99% of all of those parents.
But let me tell you something. A lot of the guys, and even the moms, but I was just checking out the guys more than the ladies.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird.
That's all right.
They were in
dad check.
They were in really good shape. Like they were fit. Like,
well, see what happens at y'all's age when you go through midlife crises. You do like your testosterone maintenance and start to take care of yourselves because the kids are out of the house and you can actually focus on taking care of yourself. Where before you could
no. These,
no?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know.
You can tell a guy that's starting to exercise later in life, and good for you, by the way. This is not a shot to you if that's you. And you can tell the guy that's always exercised, like the former athlete.
Okay.
I'm not in the best shape of my life. There's no doubt, but I'm definitely not overweight.
Yeah.
And I have some muscle tone to me. I mean, I'm okay looking, right?
I like your man muscles.
Could it be better? Absolutely. But these guys, a lot of these guys, you can tell that they've been training all their lives.
Yeah.
And they've stayed in good shape, which is, crazy because again, when I was a kid and I would see my friends' parents, it was the line was, well, I'm this age. I just, they gave up after 40. It was like after 40, this is how it sounds. There's a line in Remember the Titans, the movie with Denzel Washington, where the two linebackers, strong side, weak side, they push each other back and forth. And when Gary Bertier gets in the car accident and the other linebacker goes up to him and he says to him, he goes, man, we're supposed to get old and get fat. That was the mentality. Like you get old, you get fat. It was like a rite of passage.
Right.
Kind of like Taliban growing a beard down to his knees.
Okay.
But it's a different mindset now.
Yeah.
And those guys, even though, their hair and they looked a lot older than me.
Yeah.
They are probably on the tail, the very beginnings of the Gen X's. You know,
probably. So I mean, like they're late 50s, early 60s.
right. And Gen X starts, I believe, in 1968 or 69.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just on the younger side of things for the parents.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm on the way younger side of things for the parents. Like, none of the moms are close to my age.
Yeah. So anyway, so we had a very nice brunch and bought some more stuff. That's dude, so smart. These little pop-up mom pop places, they go to the sorority houses and the fraternity houses and they set up and sell stuff. And they get you.
So you know what?
Brilliant.
You know what I told Beez over the summer while she's home? I have one of those Cricut things and heat
I
press.
told Beez that.
Oh,
that was my idea. Thank you very much.
I took it. So
you were there when I told her the idea.
I included in the conversation because I have a Cricut.
You tried to steal the. You're like,
I just took it. Shush, it's my idea.
Yeah,
RAEJAE.
And take it back.
RAEJAE.
And take the clothes back and sell them.
Yeah. Great idea. Yeah. I mean, we can totally do that. Got all the things.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yep. I'll pie it up.
And so then we get in the car for the long car ride back. And
I have more Tourette's.
I just had to listen to Road Trip Tourettes for 9-ish
Listen,
hours.
I don't think it's that bad that I like to talk to you. And I just say things. You know what?
You're not really talking to me, though. You're talking to the universe. You're like,
there might be a reason why we live in a house of tism. I probably have a touch of it.
Does tree bark sound like a dog bark? Huh.
That's a great question.
That's just something you'd ask.
Well, I want to know.
Yeah. Huh. How many of these reflectors are on the road? 1.
I didn't count any reflectors. 3. And then your dumbass put me in charge of, here, can you find, because we missed Buc-ee's. That was your fault.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
Your fault. We missed Buc-ee's, and then
I wanted to stop at Busy Bee. I wanted to stop at Busy.
No, we wanted to stop at Buc-ee's
for a meat sandwich.
For a freaking pulled pork sandwich.
Oh yeah,
or pulled brisket.
Yeah,
yeah. We wanted to go to Buc-ee's, and you missed it. And then you were like, "I'm not turning around. I missed the exit. Dang." Yeah. All right, I'm not turning around. And then we passed the sign for Busy Bee, which is kind of like Buc-ee's, but not like on that larger. It's not Buc-ee's, but Busy Bee is fine. It's like the Florida clearance version of Buc-ee's.
They got really good coconut cashews.
They do, and
everything cashews.
You got real excited about the nuts, and then you put me in charge of the GPS because you missed the Busy Bee exit also, and then you're like, find the next Busy Bee. So I put it in Google Maps and said Busy Bee, and I touched the first one that popped up.
Took us like 10 miles off the interstate, which I should know better. Yeah, that you never go that far off the interstate. We end up at a crappy gas station with
we had to drive through like
ghetto.
It was interesting.
And we go in there and I'm like, what the shit is this? And so we go in there and we start getting, they didn't have everything that I was like, this is not the one we went to before.
No, it wasn't even a real Busy Bee. It was like half biz. It was.
And the lady's like,
Bzz.
There's the big Busy Bee, like 5 miles up the road on the interstate. You just have to keep driving. I'm like,
yeah,
mother
shit. And then you asked the lady if it was okay if we put our stuff back and didn't get it.
I know, I felt bad.
I was like, she doesn't give a shit.
Oh, I felt bad. We had all this stuff. It was like, she's probably going, look at that. We're going to make a sale, a huge sale. These people are going to be spending like $50 here.
No, I don't think she cares.
I don't know.
She was just watching us.
Watching us.
Like a lot. Yeah. And then I was like, you were really upset about it not being the correct one.
Yeah.
And when she told you that, and I looked at you and I said, I don't know why you put me in charge of the GPS.
Yeah, never again.
And then you're like, I don't know, because you're fucking retarded or something like that. And the woman looked and she was like, what? I was like, I know. I'm not allowed to be in charge. It's fine. And we walked out.
So anyway, we got back safe. Everything's good. Beez is happy. And we're going to wrap this up. But that was the trip. It was a long episode, but that was the trip. And I know everyone was very excited about me franking the tanking. And
next time you got to pause Frank the Tank because she is still a pledge and we have to wait until she's inducted after spring break. So next parents weekend, he is allowed to go out to the bars and all the things.
Right.
So
Like she literally can't go to the bars.
no, she's not allowed to go.
This has nothing to
period.
do with drinking. This is just her not being able to go to the bars. It's part of the whole pledge.
It's the rules.
Yeah, it's the rules. So,
Yeah.
all right. Please listen to the BS this week, the shows. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you consider it. You go to thebaileyshow.com. It's $4.99 a month. It keeps our, allows my daughter to go to school.
Yay.
And you get thousands and thousands of hours of content that's already out there. Now, the unlocked versions, from my understanding, people say you can find them other places. My understanding is the only place you can find the unlocked versions are on Spotify. So if you do decide to subscribe for the $4.99, you'll get Tuesday and Thursdays episodes. Wednesdays are Freebay episodes. And then all the content that's there from the past, interviews and old shows with different casts and all kinds of different stuff that you can go back and listen to. The podcast world is a lot different than the radio world. It's just like you want to consume content and have enough available. And it's like the television shows, like you have no problem going back. So there's tons of content for your money. I promise you that. And also I'll do special promotions and giveaways. Like right now you can win Bailey's booty, which we just gave away our first $100. And I'll tell you on Tuesday's episode, because the two-peer had 24 hours. That's part of the promotion. You got 24 hours to get back to claim your prize. If not, it goes away. So I'll let you know this week if this person claimed their prize.
I love booty.
Yeah, I love booty, right? And then so going into March, we'll do it again. It's a rolling promotion, and you can win as many times as you want. You can win, back-to-back months. I don't care, but you have to be a subscriber. So whatever email that you subscribe to the podcast, not Spotify, but to the podcast, the BS podcast, will be the email on file. That's all I have of you. And so we will talk about it on one of the episodes like we just did. We will, I'll release something on social media, but I won't give the full email so people don't have it. So it'll be like the first 3 or 4 letters. And then, you got to get, and then I'll email you too. So I'll send you an email. So you just have to email me back.
Yep.
And then Tuesday nights, live stream. So I got to find a different name versus Twitching with the BS, because not only are we doing the live stream on Twitch at the Bailey Show Pod, but we're also doing it on the BS Facebook page at Listen to the BS and the BS YouTube channel at the Bailey Show. Last week's was great. It
was me.
It was, me and Rach.
Mm-hmm.
And
Brad.
we had our friend Brad Stewart, the basis for Saliva, join us for the show. It was a lot of fun. And then Nick from Inspect All Pest Services came on. And then, which brings me to sponsors. If you have a business and you're looking to advertise or market, and you're like, I don't have the budget to do a lot of things, but I might have the budget to do digital and podcasting because it's a lot less expensive. But I got to tell you, your ROI is pretty damn good compared to a lot of these bigger budget mediums.
Yeah, no joke.
So we have a great group of sponsors, and if you'd like to join them, or at least have a conversation with me about what it could. I mean, look, I've turned down clients because there's nothing I could do for them, and I'm not going to take their money if I can't help them. But if I think I can help you, then let's have the conversation and get you on, and let's think of some creative things to do, not just have, the commercials on the pre-roll and your image and stuff, but maybe we do a promotion, or maybe we can come to your business and do a live recording. So it doesn't matter where you're at in the country. We've got listeners all over. Yep. So if that's you, please let me know. I'm looking for sponsors specifically to sponsor the live stream on Tuesday nights, and a title sponsor for the show. I would love to have a title sponsor for the show, but I have not found one yet. So reach out to me, please, all through thebaileyshow.com. My information is up there. All right, Rach, you got anything before we get out?
So the girls have confirmed I do Road Trip Tourettes, and I would like to go on a Florida road trip so I can Tourette's you again.
Okay, maybe I'll start selling my wife for you to go on road trips for an hour, and you can listen to her road trips Tourette's.
Look at that.
And if you guys, especially you ladies, I know like there's a group of y'all.
My Bad Moms Unite.
Yeah, the Bad Moms Unite group. If you want I have road trip Tourette's t-shirt,
because I'm a bad mom. What up?
let me know, and I'll make one and put it in the merch store. But I'm not going to make it if there's no interest. All right. All right. Look, enjoy the shows this week. Thank you, as always, for the support. Have a safe week. Have a good week, right? And we always appreciate you listening. Talk to you soon. Bye.
I realize not everyone feels this way. And if you are okay with this stage of your life, honestly, more power to you.
Thanks for listening. Get more information at episodesonthebaileyshow.com.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Subscribe at thebaileyshow.com. Yeah, baby.